Welcome, everybody. Thanks for DA. Good evening. David on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous Alexander in his game. A look at this. Starting group for the Magic. Brandon Ingram's out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Murray. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, Gilgeous Alexander out there with Powell. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Murray with the jam.
He's got so many tools, and then you forget how good Murray is athletically. Gets up that time. Well, it's the range that Jamal Murray has that's really impressive.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And at the time, Murray's 20 points per game were the most ever by a Kentucky freshman.
How about that? And then he comes into the league and shows you that he's got the kind of confidence where he's going to take a shot off the dribble, get around the pick, read a defender going underneath, and just start to pile up points in a hurry. And some of those have come at some of the biggest moments in the playoffs.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And Jamal Murray in 2020 had his own bubble party, averaging over 26 points and 6 assists per game, and he led Denver into the conference final.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Magic. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and he drives in. Sabonis with the steal. To the inside, Porter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Can't lose sight of Porter, especially when he's looking to score near the basket.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Porter. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
That's unblockable unless they can get a big. How to learn your lesson.
Smart passes to Ingram. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Here's Hayward. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Bogdanovich with the screen. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Adams. Over Sabonis. Nice move. And it's Adams getting it to go. And towards the end of the season, Brett, we are seeing lottery teams give their young players even more minutes.
Yeah, and I kind of like that, and it's totally understandable for guys to get an opportunity to be out on the floor. They've been itching to get some minutes, and now they have a chance to show what they've learned. They could show their talent. They could gain some confidence, and it's kind of a nice momentum shift for them going into the offseason, getting some minutes in the NBA action.
Here's Murray. After the basket by Sabonis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now Hayward, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Passes it to Gilgeous Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ingram. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And guys, you have to admit that Brandon Ingram is only getting better as a player.
I'm raising my hand, GA. I admit it. Do you see me? I'm raising my hand. He's committed to living up to his all-star potential, and even though he's a player that had a change of scenery in the early part of his career after being a high draft choice, that's not mattering to Brandon. Maximizing his potential does matter, and we're seeing that hard work pay off.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Akers checked in for Adams. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brandon Ingram. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jackson in for Smart. Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Line for your Clippers, Monte Morris. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Magic have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. It's Jackson with the drive.
Sometimes there's passes, and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Stewart with the screen on Jackson. Neto, the pass to Stewart. Count that one.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Stewart against Jackson. There's Maker. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Showing a little bit better recognition in where to set the screen, and more importantly, where to roll.
Here's Neto. Lays it up off the glass. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
his first foul.
Second team foul. Magic substitution, number 2.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Jones. He kicks it to Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Jackson dishes to Maker. It's Jones on the way. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Neto. Back to Stewart. Over Jackson. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got his second bucket tonight.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Now here's Jackson. Down low.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
Now, here is Morris. And the pass to Neto. Over Jackson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Orlando out in front, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And he understands you got to take the long-term perspective, deciding when to return.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play, and the coaching staff and the training staff feels like it's in the team's best interest to not play. You know, there's certain injuries you really can't play with.
And great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staff are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
I think that's also set up a lot of knockdown jump shots.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando, Muscala is out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Jackson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at small forward. A nice shot by Tucker.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ingram. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Ingram a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game, and it's blocked. It's Jones on the wing. Defended by Batum. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ingram attacking. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And that's big time from B.I.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Jones covering. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Sabonis. That one's not going to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Now here's Jones. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Sabonis. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to over athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
Stolen by Jackson. Ingram passes to Tucker. Here's Muscala. And here's Jackson. Takes it inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for the matchup.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Stewart checked in for Sabonis. Gordon Hayward comes in for Nicholas Batum. Allen's checked in for Norman Powell. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Bogdanovich comes in for Derek Jones. Smart's checked in for Jackson. And Murray subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Now Porter after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. And here's Stewart. Porter in the corner. Stewart, a screen for Porter. Out to Morris. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Murray scanning the floor. Ingram a screen on Morris. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray gets creative around the basket, that time dynamic off the bounce.
Stewart with the screen on Smart. Neto, the pass to Stewart. Kicks it out to Allen. Fires the three. Rebound by the Magic. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Allen outside. Pass to Hayward. Stewart down low. Lets it go from deep. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Gordon Hayward. Murray against Morris. And Murray. Here we go. And it's good. 2 points. Murray's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Stewart, a screen for Morris. Driving the lane. Out to Hayward. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. He's got 9.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Smart with this screen on Morris. For 3, Murray. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat. Up 8.
And what he did in the first half, my goodness, putting on a show.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Wash your hands, Ernie. Don't be too careful.
And moving on to that first half of play, that is more than enough of us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Hayward out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Powell in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Sabonis is such a fantastic prospect, a guy you think is going to play 10 or 12 years in this league, and a good job there getting contact and getting to the line.
Orlando leading by 6. Murray outside. Right side, Bogdanovich. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the reliability of Bogdanovich. His teammates know bogey is good for that shot, so he gets the feed and sinks it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Hayward. Adams, some nice D.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. He takes it in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's a swagger to Murray's play, especially in big moments.
Well, you think about his performance in the bubble when he was in Orlando, just propelling Denver through those series with otherworldly plays and just making shot after shot in the biggest moments. They'll shoot you into a game. Sometimes he'll shoot you out of it, but he's going to come at you every night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Adams with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, the pass to Adams, and it goes down 2 points. Adams has got his second bucket.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
And it's Porter with the steal. Powell with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. For Murray. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Smart against Powell. Smart passes to Adams.
Okay. Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Ingram, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Right now, Brandon Ingram is just taking command. The entire game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. With the drive for Murray. That one off the back iron and out. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Smart kicks to Murray. Ingram wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
Make some noise for T-shirt time.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Stewart checked in for Sabonis. Allen comes in for Porter. Raul Netos checked in for Norman Powell. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Orlando also making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Steven Adams. Derek Jones comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jackson in for Murray. Now, here's Stewart. 5 on the clock.
Remaining in the third quarter.
Batum passes to Stewart. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Magic leading by 12. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Allen with it. Outguarded by Smart. With his first shot attempt. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Allen.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hayward's checked in, and he sinks the second. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 11. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Got a hand on it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. From the arc, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Hayward, a screen on Ingram. Kicks it out to Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Ingram, a screen on Morris. Smart passes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
there's any kind of space for Brandon Ingram at his slight build, he'll get his way in there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Allen. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
Here's Hayward. He can't get that one. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Orlando. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back right after this.
All right. Look who's coming on to the court.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Orlando, they've got P.J. Tucker, Bogdanovich out there with McDermott. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Murray in at the point guard.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hayward, ready by Bogdanovich.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And the Magic making a change here.
Magic substitution, number 2.
McDermott kicks to Bogdanovich. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, the pass to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Murray, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Hayward. He can't hit that time. Ready by Bogdanovich. And it's Murray penetrating. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hayward. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. And the Magic making a change here as well. Adams, he's checked in for McDermott. Adams with the screen on Powell. To the paint, and Adams with the slam.
I don't know if you can have a guy that size be a surprising threat on the pick and roll, but Adams can catch the ball and finish through traffic.
Powell finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Powell. Basket good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
It's good.
Number 2.
And the Magic lead by 16.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And that one is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Right wing fires the 3. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Murray kicks to Adams. Back to Murray. Adams sets the pick for Murray. And And that's a foul called on Shane Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Magic, Derek Jones comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Murray. Out to Ingram. Here's Jones. Adams trying to free himself up. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander goes up the baseline. Orlando grabs the miss. Jones has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Ingram, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Just love it when B.I. gets up like that and just stretches out for two.
Jones against Hayward. Sabonis sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. From 8. Rebounded by Tucker. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. Ingram, a screen on Hayward. Back to Ingram. Hayward with some nice D. Clippers trail by 13. Shoots over Ingram, and it's Hayward. Full time on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
And right now, Hayward is in his element. Once he gets cooking, keep feeding that man.
Adams dishes to Tucker. Orlando moving the ball around. Ingram drawing the double team. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. And the Magic lead by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Brandon Ingram.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Stewart checked in for Sabonis. Batum comes in for Porter. Grayson Allen's checked in for Norman Powell. And Raul Neto subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Orlando also making some changes. Thon Maker's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Doug McDermott comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Jackson in for Ingram. Neto can't get it to go. Here's Jackson. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Launches a 3. They get it back. Three-pointer. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, off.
They gotta ram it, you don't never let the. I can have you in the top 10. A lot of the nice, but they are not him. There's really nothing that you can do to stop him. Call him the God MC, just like Rock him. And he done took some L's, but yeah, he got wins.